Welcome back to another episode of Climbing Progress. This episode, we are back in Boston, Massachusetts. These climbs are much harder than Seattle. Let's jump into it. Starting off, we got a very easy yellow one. Everything right now, I'm thinking so far, so good. Then we go to the red one here, and I'm thinking this is a very good, challenging red climb. Doesn't feel super free, but it also doesn't feel impossible. I like this gym so far. Big move, pull up to that top hold, but after that, that was the hardest move right there. Then this green climb here. I feel like at this point I started thinking, this is a little difficult. I kind of cheated on this one, but you can't see it here, but I do touch the hold. Then grabbing onto this volume here, I kind of use that foothold nub right there to get my hands. Then I'm able to I use the volume again, get up to there. Really crimping onto that one there. That hold, I felt like I thought it was going to be better than what it was, but it was still good enough to get me to elevate a little bit. Now here, it took me a little bit to understand what I needed to do. I needed to kind of move my feet up the volume I'm standing on right now so I could get my foot right up to there. And then from here, I just had to shift my weight onto that left foot, reach way up, grab the top, and we were good. Then I moved on to this purple one here. This nice dish hold here. It was a little bit of a sloper. That was definitely difficult for me, but it was still solid. Couple underclings, and then once I got to that one there, I realized I had to go with my right hand. Got my right hand so I get the good angle on it, and then I was able to reach up, standing on the dish to top out the climb. Then I tried another purple climb. At this point, I was still like thinking, okay, I can do like most climbs in this gym, I think, or most climbs that I could do in Seattle with like the, 80% of the purples, maybe one orange climb here or there. That was not the case this time. This purple one absolutely crushed me. First of all, I was just trying to start it, get to this move here. Tried to hit it. I hit it that time, but my foot slipped off, so I brushed it off. Hit this move. Was able to stand up here. Then I tried to get this move here, but I just kept falling off. Thankfully, this hold was honestly really nice. I think what I need to do is throw my body even further so I could get kind of a push on it, but I was just never able to do that. Going back to it though, again, get up there, get the feet up, match this with both hands. Then I'm like really trying to wind up here, pushing out, grabbing kind of the top of it. Don't hit it, unfortunately. Again, I'm swinging. Oh, I go and I miss. Try it one more time, grab it, and then I just fall off and I'm like, okay, I'm done with trying that one. Went over to a slightly different area, attempted this green one here, grabbed onto it, got onto this one here, and that hold is absolutely terrible. I'm like barely able to hold on. I just fall off. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't even do this green climb. I'm looking at it absolutely in disbelief. So instead I was like, okay, let's do this red climb here. Now the red climb was honestly quite easy. I was climbing with a couple friends. I was out in Boston visiting a couple friends. We were climbing with a person who had never climbed before. So I thought it was a little annoying that only the yellow climbs are really doable by a new person. I feel like the red climb should also be doable, at least some of the red climbs. But regardless, this red climb was a nice climb there. And I did mainly red climbs this session. That was where most of my successes came from. This one was a pretty easy ladder just up the wall, which was nice. Then onto this green one here, which I enjoyed. First, I just completely didn't pull myself hard enough. Then I realized, oh, there's a nice hold I can put my left hand on. Go up, get the foot up onto the volume. Then I'm able to stand up here, lean back on that green hold, get one foot up, get the second foot up, and go stand up. And then I realized I can't really like pop my foot off the wall. So I had to drop back down underneath, get the foot up on that higher hold, then stand up, get the left foot up, and then stand up, and we were good to go. Then on the other side of this like top out boulder, we have this red climb here, which I think was probably one of my favorite climbs. Lean back onto this, like I guess like flap off the wall. Then the second one, then standing up, just make sure there's a little part of where the texture had worn off. So it was a pretty good climb. Then we went upstairs. They have a pretty, oh no, this isn't upstairs. This is still downstairs. Stood up here, grabbed onto that one, try to use that as an undercling, and then just absolutely going spaghetti on this. Did not work out. So instead, I just started from here because I was a little annoyed. And I went back and did do it, but I unfortunately forgot to record it, so that wasn't very helpful. But I match this top hold here, and then I just go up, able to grab that, get the foot on the hold, and then top out on the volume. Then to this yellow one here, which I enjoyed the difficulty of the yellow climbs because they were a little more complex than in Seattle, but still doable. Moving on to this green climb here. Put the hand in like the volcano. Big move up there. My feet came off the wall. So I kind of swung myself and then I got my foot onto there. Swing the body over. Foot into the volcano. Then switch feet. Match the top hold. And then drop. Another green climb. Reach out. Go underneath here. Stand up into this undercling. Reach the arm around. Match that. And then go up with the left hand. And then here, I need to get my feet up. I got my right foot up. I went to go stand up and hit this top hold, and I grabbed it, and then I was like, okay, cool. And then I went to go hit that, and I just completely missed it with my left hand. So I took a little bit of a break, came back, some fire here. Wanted to get revenge on this climb. I'm like, not going to let this green climb stop me here, even though many other green climbs had already stopped me earlier in the day. But from here, once I got my left hand up to there, I immediately moved my feet. Then when I matched, I realized I need to get my feet moved over. So I did a step through. Then I got my foot up, matching that hold. Then I'm able to easily go up with the right hand, then match with the left hand, hang off, and drop. We're all good. Now we moved up to the top section, which was kind of an interesting thing. It was a little platform that overlooked. Did this red one here. Pretty straightforward for the most part. Was able to match the top. Then I tried this purple one here, which was very interesting. I just started off by kind of hanging off these holds here, walking my feet along and kind of using them as like heel hooks or like just heel hangs, I guess. I don't really know exactly what to call them. Kind of jam my foot in there. Once I made it to this hold here, really hung off it. Now, I did fall off here, but I did come back the next day and I was actually able to complete that climb by, once I was at that third purple hold, I rotated my feet around. I unfortunately didn't record it because I didn't think I was going to get it, but I ended up getting it. So you'll just have to like trust me, bro, I guess. Now this purple one actually felt doable, but a really good challenge. I enjoyed that. A lot of these climbs felt, I would say, 1 to 2 color levels harder than what the color they were actually. So like in Seattle, I would probably give this a orange. Maybe a really hard purple, but definitely an orange. But some of them were, I would say pretty good rating, just more on the harder end. This red one, overall, pretty solid climb here. Do a little crossover with the hands, get the feet out, lay back, stand up, and then I'm able to reach the top. Not too hard of a climb. Finish. I thought I was going to finish off with this climb. And I thought, okay, I'll do this one. This is a good one to end on. Got these 2 holds here. And then for myself, since I'm a little tall, I can just stand up and match that. Felt very good. I was like, you know what? I got to end on a slightly harder climb. I'm going to try this green one. Immediately swung off the wall there. That definitely sapped some of my energy. Did that there. Get the feet moved around. Hit that hold there. Was able to stand up. I just couldn't stand up. My arms were tired. So I was like, you know what? I can't end on a fail. I got to end on a win. Stand up. Match that top hold. Tail the tape here. Good on yellow. Red. Again, I had that one little mess up. But overall, I think I did well on red. Green was hard. Purple was definitely way harder. Purple felt like orange. And orange felt like harder than black. Maybe it was about black level, but it definitely felt way harder than I was expecting. But overall, I think pretty great session. I have one more session the day after, so it's not going to be as long because I am a little tired from that. But it's a good one. Thanks for watching. Keep on climbing.